again, the Crypto Otaku, bringing you the crypto, the chaos, and the news. How's it going, my guys? How's it going? Are we rich yet? Are we rich yet? We're still pre-poor. Damn it. Are pre-rich? Pre-rich, yeah. We're post-poor. Okay, guys, we're almost there, guys. We just got a little bit longer to wait. A few more months, possibly. We'll talk about that tonight. Maybe a few more days. We'll see. So hopefully you guys are not flooding the market. Guys in the house, Danny in the house. Yo, Danny, what's up? Big dog, of course. Me, I guess. I would say Danny's the big dog, my guy. Yeah, freaking awesome. I love Danny, of course. My favorite Vegeta clone. He is saying, come on, guys, we need to get talking to 1,000 subs. That's right, we're almost there, guys. We're about 520 away. Roughly, give or take. Who's counting anyway? Mad Adam, how's it going? Agreed, unmatched energy and knowledge. And subscribe, people. Please like, down, subscribe. It's all down below, guys. You guys know how YouTube works, right? Anyway, hey, Kelly in the house, also amazing, and I love the guitar. Thank you. Yeah, that's how we get things rolling. All right, guys, I got a special, show for you guys tonight. I'm gonna do things a little differently tonight. I brought on one of my consultants, right? My Gen Z consultant. His name is Mr. Z. Are you with me right now, Mr. Z?
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't know. I think they can hear you. Let me know if you guys can hear him or not. He gave me my general Gen Z perspective last year, and I've got him back in the house. If you guys can hear him, give him a shout out. Let me see. I don't know if they can hear you.
I don't know either. That is totally.
Oh, yeah. They should be able to hear you. Yep, I see it popping off now. Okay, cool. All right, so what I'm going to do tonight is something a little different. Usually we cover the metrics and then the news, right? And that's always fun. I like doing that. Of course, it gets the hype going, especially throughout the stream, right? And you get a feel for where we're at in the market. But this time, I'm going to do the news first, and then we're going to talk to Mr. Z and see how Mr. Z feels about the market right now. Because I'm interested to see how he's feeling, right? Right? Just putting you on the spot there a little bit, Mr. Z.
Yeah, no, I feel like shit. So does my wallet.
Yeah. I mean, we're all feeling it. Man. We definitely are. Jesus. Yes. So it looks like the chat can hear you, and we are good to go. Yes. Thanks for your update. Yeah, of course. Well, before we do that, again, I'm gonna put this on hold for a minute. But we do got some stuff, of course, to go over from yesterday. Because, guys, I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of winning.
So much, you may even get tired of winning. Say, please, don't much winning. Can't take it anymore.
I can't. I really can't take it, guys. Every single night, I'm right on the charts, and I'm on it. I know what's going on. I mean, I don't know what's going on, actually. I don't know jack shit. It's our crypto magic that's pointing us in the right direction every night. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna give credit where credit's due, and that is our crypto chaos magic. All right, as the moonstone goes across the floor. All right, I'll have to go back there. That might be a bad omen, guys. Oh Jesus! All right, so before I get back into all that, I'm gonna get through some of the news articles, read some of that with Mr. Z. And then we are going to take a look at the metrics as we normally do, but backwards today, and see how we're feeling in the market. Okay, so where in the world did I put this? There it is. Of course, guys, I know your bags are feeling really rough right now. They're kind of down. I just had to play this for you. Just a little bit of this for you, right?
So just chill out.
It's fine. It's fine.
You know, drink a 7-Up, eat a moon pie, quit murdering people.
Yeah, just definitely stop doing that. Okay. All right. So, where does that send us? Ooh, look at the cool stuff I'm looking at, guys. Jeez, YouTube is so funny like that. All right, so let's get into some of the news first. All right, so one of the first things I got pulled up is off the grid, guys. I wanted to get this one off the grid right out the gate. I'm super excited about this. Their token launch comes out on the 31st, I believe. And so, huge props to the game studio. I love the game. So do you as well, I believe, Mr. Z.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
At first, it was a little buggy, but I haven't really played recently. I'm excited to hop back on sometime this week, actually.
Yeah, definitely. And if you guys are not familiar with Off the Grid, it's one of the first AAA blockchain games out there. They've got the director of one of my favorite sci-fi films, Chappie. And also, what was the other one he did? District 9. Guys, you guys love Dystopian Future like I do. Yeah, he, of course, was responsible for a lot of the cutscenes in the game. Pretty cool stuff. Awesome over there. As well as the game is also revolutionary. It's one of the first games on multiple platforms. Xbox, Sony, and PC, which are now all integrated with the blockchain on Avalanche. Giving you rewards. Every single game you play, if you are able to extract something from the battlefield, you can get an NFT for an item, right? This is how it fixes all the problems with the gaming space, where we basically get nothing for our time of leisure. Oh my God. But now you can get, real money, and then also you actually obtain your assets, so you can trade them with other players if you want, like it used to be back in the good old days before they locked everything down through these paywalls and everything else. So yeah, off the grid creator Gunzilla Games will debut its Avalanche L1 blockchain Guns network and its native gun token on March 31st, living up to its earlier Q1 2025 launch estimate. Right now, of course, the game is in early access. It's been in early access since October of last year when we first covered it. Alongside the network launch, the chain's native gas token Gun will immediately be tradable on Binance with the seed. Binance, it is what it is. That's where the first exchange is going to. With the seed tag applied, indicating that it comes from the innovative project and that it's going to be the token that is most may be subjected to greater volatility and risk. The AAA gaming ecosystem in Web3 is heading to Binance, the world's leading exchange. Of course, the largest exchange. I wouldn't say it's the leading. Goddamn Binance. You know what you did to my favorite token? I'm not going to go into it, guys. I can rant about Binance forever and Jasmine. All right. So, yeah, the Guns Token Network officially is on X account posted, introducing the Guns Balance launch pool, the biggest AAA game system. Yeah, we just read that. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. So yeah, I'll have a total supply of 10 billion tokens, 400 million of which 4% will be allotted to the rewards of token stakers via Binance launch pool. What about the nodes? The nodes of this game launch, I wonder if they are getting any specific rewards too. I don't really see anything in there pertaining to that. But yeah, once the mainnet is live, players of the game will now be able to freely trade in-game assets like weapons and skins, as well as openly trade the gun token itself. And of course, you can take that right out on exchange and flip it for what? I guess
Money?
if you guys want to go back to real dollar bills, we could do that too. I mean, I don't know why you would want to, but whatever. It's happening, guys. It's happening. We're finally getting real utility to these tokens, right? And again, we can suspect, we can speculate all we want, but until games like this and project like this come into reality, into fruition, we're not seeing real use case yet, right? And this is one of the first ones, the first big ones on gaming too. So super excited about that. What do you have to say about that, Mr. Z? Anything? How do you feel about games now? Since most of the games you have purchased in your entire lifetime has been digital now, right?
I mean, yeah, for the most part.
Well,
Everything's
currently,
either.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say the names of where I purchased them?
I guess.
Everything's
I mean...
everything's on like Steam or stuff like that. So it's not really. But I feel like in early life it was a lot different, like definitely bought Modern Warfare and stuff all on disc. It's just kind of depends what time period we're talking about. I think for me it's more 50-50, but for some of the younger generations it's a lot different.
Yeah, I definitely have seen a shift in my personal life too. I mean, I used to have 5,000 plus physical games in a library. Now I don't have. I could probably count maybe 100 games total, if that, physical anymore that I've got nested away. That's probably it.
I kind of miss it though,
Yeah, me too. I don't miss the massive amount of space it took up though.
No, I remember. Yeah, I've seen. It's gotta sound weird, but I've seen your basement. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, so that's what's going on with guns, right? And the gun token on Off the Grid. Let me know in the chat if you guys have played this game before. I still play it. I'm up to date with all of the battle passes. I've unlocked pretty much everything I could possibly up to this point. It's a pretty crazy game, and if you're a dystopian future fan like I am, and you know where we're headed in real life, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, really, where we're headed with games like this. Anyway, so yeah, that is, of course, their guns token on gunsbyguns.com. Really weird name for a website, but yeah, of course, this is describing quickly what is the guns token. It's a free-to-play, currently free-to-play game. If you don't truly own the items you purchase or loot, yeah, if you don't truly own it, then of course you're playing the wrong games, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you accidentally banned or simply stop playing, the items loses all of its value. That's typically how it works for most games, right? The guns token is here to reinvent the system, and now you can only trade your items and loot if you want to, right? You don't have to participate, but it is happening on the back end, whether you like it or not. I'm sure a lot of people are going to like it when they can actually do something with their time, you know?
Yeah.
Cool. So, again, I just wanted to quickly show that site as well. I am not endorsed or paid by them. I just really love the game. I don't even have Avalanche right now. I'm not even holding any. I just sold all my bags of Avalanche right, I think it was like January, February, around that time frame. Trying to go for a little more risk on. Anyway, Trump orders massive digital shift for Americans' bank accounts. This is interesting. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order mandating federal shift to digital payments. No more of this physical, paper stuff? Yeah, by September, aiming to reduce $657 million in waste and minimize fraud risks. When he wants to take the power out of all of the central banks, it seems like. Trump signs a sweeping order to digitize all federal payments by September. Pretty interesting stuff. Historically, the Department of Treasury's checks are 16 times more likely than reported lost or stolen, returned undeliverable, or altered to electronic funds transfer EFT. The order stated that processing physical records cost taxpayers more than $657 million a year. According to the executive order fact sheet, the order mandates is effective on September 30th that the federal government will cease issuing paper checks for all disbursements, including intra-governmental payments, benefits, vendor payments, and tax refunds. That include probably not all of the senior payments, right? For like Medicare and Social Security checks. Those are probably not going to happen. I think it's a little too early for some of the boomers, right, that are still around. We all know who they are. Our grandparents, right? But yeah, how do you feel about that? That's heading in the right direction, right? Right?
I mean, we could reduce the quality of living and healthcare in America, and that would take care of the boomer problem.
Yeah, I guess we could.
It's just an idea.
That's a little grim idea, but yeah. Jesus. Oh boy. But yeah, I feel like everything is going more digital. Again, we just went from gaming now more digital than ever to payments and everything else within just 2 articles, guys. Just 2 quick articles. Let me catch up on the chat real quick, make sure everyone's doing all right. So, hey, Heidegger's in the house as well. How's it going, Heidegger? Yes, how's it going, K-Lily? Yeah, laughing along with us. And then Cryptic Jared says, let's moon already. Sup, Otaku. How's it going, Jared? How's it going? And Danny says, like WoW, World of Warcraft, and all the grinding for nothing. That's right, for nothing. I played, oh my god, I could probably tell you 3 or 4 MMOs I played in the past that don't longer exist that I got absolutely nothing. And that's something that we can definitely change, especially if they incorporate that system into new games. You can bring things on over. I always make the connection like, what was it, Sword Art Online, right? Where you go from different games to, you can take your items and they get transferred to another one, and then you get some credit or I guess a equivalent item in a new ecosystem or world, or metaverse, right, as we call them now. So yeah, stuff like that is definitely coming, guys. It's definitely coming right around the corner, and we're gonna get the metaverse plays just like we did in 2021, probably at the end of this year. be my guess, if it lines up with like cycle of 2021. Federal Bitcoin shift around 934 Bitcoin moved from the U.S. Government holdings. It's been a while since we've seen them move any significant amount at all. And this is definitely not significant for the government because they hold currently about 200,000 Bitcoin. But it does seem like they're testing a shift or a move. My guess is this is probably a quick test for the Bitfinex. I think they're owned. They're liable to pay them back what was lost or stolen or whatever. So yeah, that's getting. I'm not sure exactly what the deal is with Bitfinex, but yeah, they're probably testing out transactions of the. But yeah, they're flagging it right now. The U.S. government has just moved about $8 million worth of Bitcoin from Seheng confiscated funds. Arkham noted before the activity, the government maintained a total of 198,100 Bitcoin, accounting for the latest transfer, and assumed that the associated addresses remained under federal control. The government's current holdings without these wallets stand at 198 Bitcoin, roughly, right, give or take. The
so what's
transfer of
that?
97. What's that?
What's that worth right now?
Of the government's total amount of Bitcoin right now.
Yeah, put it into, as you call them, loser
50,
dollars.
50, 60 trash dollars, maybe? Billion, maybe? Is it billion? Something like that. Let's see. We can do some quick moon math real quick. How much money is the government holding and worth in Bitcoin? And it's trash, its own trash dollars, right? We're not talking about just silly fun. We're talking about the U.S. government here. So right now they're holding about 198,000.
198,012 to be exact.
All right, so times that by the estimated cost of Bitcoin right now is about 187,000, right? I think roughly right now.
I can check. What exchange are we going on?
Yeah, 87,000 right now. All right, so that is an estimated 17 billion. 17 billion. So nothing too crazy for the American government, but it's still a large sum of money. Again, this is only a quarter of what they're planning to hold in the near future. Less.
It's a lot of taxpayer money.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It is a lot of taxpayer money. And that's the thing. We're trying to prevent them from selling it to lose even more taxpayer money, because every time they've sold at a loss, the American people have, definitely felt the burn. The movement occurred shortly after the federal authorities relocated 298 AVAX. Really, 298? That's it? I had about that last bull run. What is that? It's confiscated assets like Brian Kusin 2 weeks ago. The shift of Bitcoin comes amid heightened speculation regarding the possibility of the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, further fueled by the President Trump's executive order on March 6th. Director outlines plans of Bitcoin reserve sourced from criminal forfeitures. Yeah, yada yada. We've been over that so many times, guys. But yeah, of course. How do you feel about that? I don't think I've talked to you about the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve yet, have I?
Why government take all my money and hold it in crypto when I could do it?
Well, I mean, they're not though. They're using forfeited assets, right? So
You're right. The legally stolen stuff. Yeah, the legally stolen stuff.
Legally stolen stuff?
That's what forfeited means, all right? It's just a fancy word for they took my things because I did things that they said were illegal.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. It's an interesting perspective, though. But yeah, it's fair. It's fair. But yeah, I did want to point this out. It's been a minute since I went through all this, but we are getting closer to a prediction that a certain bank cartel, I guess, bank cartel, a certain banking company, conglomerate, if you will. If I can get to it. It's been a while since I showed my pins, guys. Look at this crazy stuff I've been tracking for years. And then predictions, too. Ooh, yeah, predictions. This is what I'm looking for. All right, so speaking of which, it reminded me of it. Look at what we're inching closer to. What is this? What is this? 2024 prediction from JP Morgan? What? Predicting that we were going to hit $120,000 Bitcoin. It's coming up close, guys. This is crazy. Again, JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon really does not care for Bitcoin even still, but his company, of course, holds it. and it has a predicted Bitcoin price point at 120,000 at least as of this year. So I did want to mention that. Other than that, anything recent we've had happening, of course, was the election win from Trump, which pumped up our price over $100,000. And then we had the tariffs, which have kind of brought us back down. Just with a quick little update. And then recently we had the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, which really hasn't done much for price yet. It's definitely lagging, and I want to point that out because last time we had anything quite like this, in grand scheme, like history, historic events, right? We had the Bitcoin ETFs that were approved, and what did we have there as well? We had a lagging effect with a huge run up. Not very far after, about 2 or 3 weeks later. So
that
right
means
now,
you got 2 or 3 weeks to buy.
Yeah. Well, no, they had to buy before they even started the ETFs. They had to have a certain amount to even launch. So yeah, this is just like by word of mouth, investor reaction, overreaction, buy the news, sell the news event, all that sort of stuff, like combined. Like it took time. Like you said, yeah. I mean, ultimately, you're right. It took time, right? And so I think that's happening right now too. And we're also seeing a similar effect with GameStop because people have been doing a buy the news, sell the news kind of event, or buy the rumor, sell the news event with their purchasing Bitcoin right now too. And so they just had a massive sell-off today too. We could probably find an article on tonight too. I don't think I have anything pulled up for it, but it's definitely going on too. Let's roll into the next one though. I got pulled up. Let's see what else we got. Resolution to kill the IRS DeFi broker rule heads to Trump's desk. I don't want to spend too much more on this, but yeah, that did happen today. So of course that will kill the IRS's DeFi rule regulation against brokers for I guess what they have I guess we can dive a little bit into it. I can't even really explain it very well. All right, let's get back into it. Okay. The U.S. Senate voted to repeal a controversial crypto tax rule to finalize weeks before the Trump administration took office. The Senate voted 70 to 28 late Wednesday to repeal the Internal Revenue Service rule, sending the measure to President Trump's desk, who is expected to sign it into law. The White House crypto AI and crypto czars David Sachs and Trump senior advisors plan to recommend that he do so. All right, so the rule required certain decentralized finance industry participants to operate like traditional securities brokers, mandating that they are to collect and report user trading data. It also would be obligating them to issue, Form 1099 tax returns to its customers, reporting a non-employment income such as gambling winnings, rents, and royalties. According to the U.S. Treasury Department, to finalize the rule, to apply the front-end service providers and interact directly with its customers, indicating that it's targeted entities running the primary website addressing a decentralized protocol rather than the protocol itself. Alrighty, so basically, you won't have to do a 1099 for a brokerage dealer to participate in crypto. That's what they have to do for the SEC to report it like security, right?
Does this mean that my gambling losses are no longer tax write-off approved?
No, you can still write them off. This is for the brokers, not for like the individuals like yourself. Yeah. Oh Jesus. But anyway, again, I just want to show like we're getting little wins, even if they don't pertain to you like yourself, like as an individual. On the back end, it's everything that's coming out of the White House right now is all good for our space. It's all pertaining to all of the market makers and of course the exchanges and they're doing this for a reason. They wanna make sure all the investors in crypto have a safe place to play in the United States because we've been pushed out for the last 4 years. All right. So how are you feeling about that? Now that I said all that, are you feeling a little better about our space? I know. Just a quick little recap before you say anything. I had a quick phone call with you right before we went live, and I know you said that you were feeling, kind of like this was gonna last forever, or like give
I
the
said a
audience
year.
what your idea was. Yeah.
I just feel like we're gonna be stagnant for a little while, at least until this tariff stuff passes over, and yeah, I mean that's basically it. You know, I don't think that we're gonna see any major returns for the next year. I'm feeling a little bit better about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, we're getting somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot that we just don't see. Like everyone's covering news all the time. It kind of gets regurgitated or lost in the sauce, right? And then people feel some kind of way about it, and then we just kind of move on and forget that something's even happening in the back end. But eventually, this cannot go on forever, right?
I mean, it could.
Well, think about it too. Well, we're not in the metrics yet. But I do want to kind of allude to that, where like we have technically been in a recession now for the last 2 or 3 years, and no one talks about that, even though the government.
Well, they redefined what a recession was, so we're no longer in a recession.
Exactly. Yeah, because we can't have widespread fear in the streets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're still taking advantage of that fact.
Yeah. The unknown in the house. Oh, he's definitely dousing some flames on us. I appreciate the flames. Thank you in the chat. Yes, bring on the chaos. Let's go. All right. Let's move forward. Justin, the SEC decides to drop 3 cryptocurrency cases. We already got the big one that happened a couple weeks ago, right? With XRP dropped entirely out of the SEC's grip, right? Took the boot off their neck. But now we're looking at a few more. U.S. Securities Exchange Commission has officially announced that its civil enforcement actions against the major cryptocurrency firms Kraken, Consensus, and Cumberland have been all dropped. Again, a massive win for our industry, especially Kraken, man. I mean, I still like to use Kraken every once in a while. But yeah, I just want to bring that. I don't want to spend too much time on that either, because we're running out of time. We're running out of time, guys. It's almost 8:30 already. We got so much more stuff to cover. All right, Hayes, guys. If you guys are familiar with Arthur Hayes, or was it the Bitfinex? Is he Bitfinex or BitMEX? Yeah, BitMEX CEO Arthur Hayes is an interview with a YouTube channel with Cloud Classe. They discussed several topics, including with Arthur Hayes arguing that the Federal Reserve's, the Fed, potential liquidity surge in April could overshadow the Trump tariff policies and be pretty much a nothing burger. Interesting. Since Hayes dismisses the tariff as noise and eyes Fed quantitative easing fueling the 110 plus Bitcoin rally.
Thought you had a stroke there for a second.
What's that?
Thought you had a stroke there for a second while you were reading.
I got it. I might be, man. I'm going like 110%. So yeah, Hayes downplays tariff impact. It says it does not matter for crypto. Consequently, he believes that the Fed's monetary policy decisions will have a more profound effect on the market dynamics than trade tariffs. Again, I think it's kind of a. I'm in the same boat, man. I feel like this is just noise, exactly the same thing. We're doing this just to bring the rates down, right? Trump. Yep. Yeah, what do you got?
Okay, so the tariffs play a role on everyday life, and the everyday consumer getting into crypto trying to make money is now a lot more scared to invest money because they think that things are going to cost more. And they need to save that money instead of investing it and thus putting it into risk.
Yes. And you know what we say in our space? We say, paper hands. If they can't stand the heat, then they're not going to be here to appreciate the food out of the kitchen, man.
I mean, that's fair, but you have to look at it from a normie perspective, I guess.
Yeah,
I hate to use
definitely.
the word, but
no, I like that word. It definitely puts things in perspective when you use that word. Normies are everywhere, man.
Yeah, that's kind of the title.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, Arthur Hayes is he's kind of in the same boat I am, with feeling that Trump is kind of doing this on purpose to basically scare the market, shake the weak hands out, and then push the Fed into cutting these rates, right? The whole entire goal is to get these rates down so that everyone can be happy and, go lucky and jump into these ETFs and, these other, crypto investment, venture capital ideas.
So
we can't do any of that until the rates come down.
So Danny just asked a question on the live.
What do you got?
He said, Mr. Z sounds pessimistic. Are the tariffs worse than COVID in his opinion? I'm not allowed to share my views on COVID.
Oh.
But as far as like crypto goes, it's more about it's not necessarily about how it actually affects the price itself. It's more about how it affects the consumer and how your average consumer as a whole affects the price, right? So it's more like you individually don't matter in the grand scheme of things, but when there's 30 people all doing the same thing, you get a bull or a bear, right? And 30 people's a small number in all reality, but when hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people are all doing the same thing because they're scared to spend money, it's just kind of that's where I'm at with it.
Are you scared to spend money right now?
Hell no.
I am.
But I understand. Well,
but I'm not going out there and throwing all my money out of the crypto market. That's for sure.
Come learn to tattoo with me. We've been over this.
Oh God. Anyway. Danny, I hear you, man. You do come off a little pessimistic, but you also got to have a realistic look at the market, right? And I take your I take your perspective with my own, and I make my own decision. And I think you have a good point too from your perspective.
Look, I lost $25 betting that it'd be up today. So.
Oh really? Oh damn!
Yeah,
Why are you betting on that? Why didn't you ask me first? I would have told you.
I have a gambling addiction. We've been over this.
Oh Jesus! Anyway, Crypto Future Rob is in the house. How's it going, Rob? Let's get this damn dump over with. That's right. Let's get this damn dump over. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to catch the knife? It might happen tonight. I got the knife out in preparation for it. Well, you never know. We might see it. Where is it? Oh my God! How far do I gotta go out to see it? I think it's on the 15-minute. I lost it. No, I lost my knife. No. You guys saw it earlier, right? I'm not losing my mind. Anyway, I can't spend any more time on that. Okay. So yeah, Arthur Hayes, of course, a little more calling the shit as he sees it. A duck's a duck, a spade's a spade. I don't know. But that's what Arthur Hayes says to say, guys. And I'm kind of leaning on it with him. I feel like everyone's expecting a little too much upside, though, too quickly. I am gonna say that. GameStop hits the reset button with the Bitcoin bet. Speaking of bets, but investors aren't all in. They're not all in, as we just saw a bit of a pullback on GameStop today. Let's see if it shows a chart on here. It does not look like they do. That sucks. I was hoping to show a chart. No, it's corporate holdings of Bitcoin. MicroStrategy, Marathon. They put GameStop on here now? No, they didn't yet. But they did just purchase $1.3 billion worth of Bitcoin, which puts them in the running with Tesla. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have about $1 billion above Tesla. Yeah, so they're actually going to be right around Galaxy Digital, right up there with the mining companies. That's nuts. That's crazy. How do you feel about that? About,
I mean,
something from our childhood, right? A company from our childhood.
Follow the whales and you'll make money, I think. Buy Bitcoin.
Well, yeah, I mean, he met with Michael Saylor. We were talking about this a few months ago. And then all of a sudden, of course, anyone who meets with Michael Saylor ends up buying Bitcoin. And I had you on here last year. Remember last year when we had that chat about Mr. Bezos?
Yeah.
And and I was like, he met with Michael Saylor. It was the day that you were on, and I'm like, holy crap. And then we were talking about
full circle, really.
Oh yeah, and I was making the comparison to what was it, Mr. 100, and you were saying you don't think that Mr. 100 was, because I was like, is Mr. 100 Jeff Bezos? And I genuinely
think it's a government. some government entity.
Yeah, I think you're right on that because I think it's been pretty much out the window now that Jeff Bezos was Mr. 100. But that was my conspiracy at the moment, and it was fun to believe at the time. But yeah, you were right on that. But yeah, GameStop. Anyone who meets with Michael Saylor is instantly just going to be persuaded to purchase more Bitcoin. Right now, he's been trying to get Robinhood's CEO to do the same thing. And what they're doing by this is, I don't know if you're aware, they're doing the same thing Michael Saylor is, right? And it's the same thing I've been doing, and I know I've explained it to you a few times. I don't know if you understand what I do, but I basically take all my salary. I used to make money when I had a job, right? And then I would use credit, right, to live on, and then I would use all my salary and put it into crypto. And
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I know. But essentially, that's what Michael Saylor has done, right? He took his entire company. He basically issued shares, so it takes away, of course, the equity from the company into Bitcoin. And now GameStop's doing the same thing. We've had all these other companies like Metaplanet in Japan doing the same thing. Similar Scientific here. I think it's an American company too. So there's other companies doing the same thing. They're issuing shares and then taking those shares and purchasing Bitcoin with it. So, yeah. So
leveraging or purchasing?
I mean, it's technically leveraging, right? Because you're taking like part of.
They still own the shares, right?
No.
Okay, so that's purchasing. Leveraging would be like taking a loan out against it. No, totally different. Because one, you still own it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they're offering the share conversion. That's what they're doing. Anyway, so that's what's going on with GameStop. But they did come down today. I was hoping they'd show a. This one's more of a hopium version of this article, what happened today. But there is a FUD version of what happened today out there as well. I can't find it. Anyway, survey says that 76% of U.S. investors plan to boost the crypto holdings this coming year. So. BlackRock, of course, iShares, iBit, a few other ones on here, of course, Fidelity's, Bitwise, and some other ETFs that are talking about. But yeah, I mean, everyone looks like everyone is kind of doing what Arthur Hayes is saying, ignoring the FUD, doing their own thing, and it shows when we get to the metrics, right? And this is why I'm doing it backwards today for you, because I know that you're not the only one, man. But there's a lot of people feeling it. They're feeling the heat in the moment. It's getting a little too much for them. Hey, did I make the wrong idea, the move? Is it a bad investment, or like do I have to wait a whole more
Never sell at a loss. Just wait.
Yeah. That's 100%, man. I definitely agree with that. So that might be enough to go through all this. I don't want to spend too much time on articles today, but I just wanted to kind of get that kind of started and then move into the metrics first. I did want to bring this up though, Studio GHIBLI. So on the real news, which of course is on Twitter, I noticed that Sin City Crypto did a shout out and was like, "What is GHIBLI?" And I of course I had to be one of the first ones on top of that and be like, "Are you kidding me? Freaking Studio GHIBLI!" And of course I sent them one of the old school pictures of Howl's Moving Castle, I think. But anyway. So Studio GHIBLI creates inspired meme coin on Ethereum. This is after the ChatGPT's OpenAI's 4.0 release, and now the memes are the ETFs are the NFTs are rolling out, and it's been a while since we talked about NFTs in any sort of capacity since last year. But the NFTs are starting to get more steam again, and the only way for the NFTs to really start happening, and I'm talking about just the traditional art NFTs, right? Not real use case or like real assets, but art. I mean, I guess it is a real asset. You guys, I don't want to diminish anyone's,
No, I will. I'll go ahead.
Oh my god!
I hate meme coins. I do. I genuinely wish they would stop.
Even if they make you money, though?
I don't care. I genuinely wish they would stop developing meme coins because it takes away from actual use case coins that are going to actually further the cryptoverse, I guess is the worst word I could use for it, but we're going to use it as a whole. and it's diminishing everything else.
All right. I mean, I kind of applaud you for that, because most Gen Z, in most of your generation, right? Actually, they're degens. They're freaking meme coin degens, man. And it's not their fault. It's like when they look at the price of, say, Dogecoin at like 15, 20 cents, wherever it's at now. Hey, I can own a lot more of those coins than I can Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I'm priced out. I can't buy one Bitcoin. That's $100,000. That's a rich man's game. But Doge, I can get in on Doge, yeah. And so that
but Doge
kinda...
will never go anywhere. That's the upsetting part, unless hyperinflation just absolutely drags.
Well, Doge is lined up for an ETF, right? And with the Department of Government Efficiency and maybe payment system on X, we could see something happen with Doge. I still think there may be $100 Doge in our distant future. I don't know how far out, but I don't hold any Doge. But at some point, I may need a bag for the bear market. I'll tell you that. There may be something happening. You just never know with crypto. But anyway, Studio Ghibli, guys, pushing the incentive, I guess, back into NFTs, as this entire meme craze has gone viral and now entering the Solana blockchain. You know where all the meme coins are made? They're made on Solana. They're always made on Solana. Because now Solana is just a meme coin factory, as I show in one of my intros, right? Solana's a meme coin factory. And it gets all of its volume from meme coins. What's that?
That makes ZBAC look promising.
Oh, yeah. I guess it does. Yeah, well, you are Mr. Z. You can't be Mr. Z without loving a little bit of Zebby, I guess. Mr. Z and ZBAC. Yeah, that's cool. I'm happy that you like that token project, too. But yeah, so the meme coins on Solana have gotten viral and out of hand. There's actually, I think the last time I checked, there was like 8.5 million meme coins on Solana, and that's through a pump.fund. That does not mean that they are officially minted on the blockchain. You can't just get them all on exchanges. They have to go through the pump.fund ecosystem first, right? But that's a huge amount of coins being minted all the time. I think it's like close to 45,000 tokens a day. Solana's got out of hand. That whole ecosystem's got out of hand, guys. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. But anyway, Danny says, yup, in the chat, thanks. It's been a while since I caught up with you guys. Bitcoin looking good, staying in some longer, trend towards the upside. Yes, I agree, Heidegger. I agree. We're going to take a look at that here in a bit. But yeah, these articles, they are crazy. I never thought Thursday would be the big day we get all the news. I was really waiting for Friday for everything to kind of pop off. Of course, with the options expiring for Bitcoin on Friday, too. But anyway, so yeah, the Studio Ghibli meme craze is crazy. I actually have some of these to show you guys on the Twitter segment, so we'll just kind of finish that one up. I don't have time for the rest of these articles. Might have to save some of them for tomorrow, but let's get into it. Yeah, Forgotten Play. There's another gaming project coming out, guys. Anyway, yeah, a lot of blockchain gaming is starting to pick up. And the summer is going to be huge for blockchain gaming. Huge. And we haven't even got there yet. We're getting close, though. We're getting close. All right, so... right before this, let's get into a little bit of the real news. Guys, if you haven't caught me on Twitter, please catch up with me over there. I am, yeah, of course, the Crypto Otaku. Please like, subscribe, do everything on YouTube as well. I'd really appreciate it. And Crypto Future is going to have my neck if I don't have 1,000 subs by the end of the year. He definitely will. Anyway, so, yeah, these are the Studio Ghibli memes I'm talking about. And these are brought to you by ChatGPT.
Wow.
Which, honestly, yeah, you know that one, right?
Yeah, wow.
I know.
I've seen some terrible memes to that one. But
jeez. So you're telling me I can make a popular meme and transform it into Studio Ghibli style anime, and people will just like it?
What are you, stupid?
Yes, they will like it. They will like it. And then, yeah, so here's another one. Oh my God. Yes, the most iconic photo memes in history are now all Studio Ghibli style. And there was even a Michael Sarah one I saw today, too. I don't think I shared it, though. But yeah, there's just so many of them. And then look at this. There's the first Bitcoin mine in the freezing Arctic. This one was really interesting. I don't have enough time to show you guys the whole video, but it's in Russia, in Soviet Russia. Bitcoin. We mine the Bitcoin first.
North of the Arctic Circle.
What in the world? It must be a hot spring there, I guess. Oh no,
The city
it's
is
not
considered
it's
to be
the
one of the
Bitcoin mining,
most
of
polluted
course.
cities in Russia due to sulfur dioxide emissions from metal smelting.
Dude,
soon
hear me
it
out.
may be better known-
Bitcoin mine in Siberia.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely they came out a few weeks ago and they said, "Oh, you cannot ban the Bitcoin. You cannot do it. It's impossible." So
Danny
they
gets
definitely
it.
are in it. They get it, man. For
Danny
sure.
gets it.
Danny gets it.
Oh,
God.
no. You
Perfect
run
mining
it like a
environment.
gulag.
Yeah, easy cooling and cheap electricity. I'd hate to work there though. Jeez. Yeah, I guess that is. Crypto JPEG in the house. How's it going, Crypto JPEG? What is up? What is up? And Heidegger, yeah, Bitcoin looking good today. Yes, it is. It's holding its gains from yesterday. About what percent? About a percent. All right. So what else we got? GameStop. Yeah. And then there's MicroStrategy. This one I thought was really cute. Fun fact, GameStop's market cap and cash reserves are 10 times larger than MicroStrategy when it started its Bitcoin strategy. Treasury. Huge. They will never get as big as Sailor now, but they started with a lot more than he did, right? And then our politicians hard at work. How do you feel about this one?
Oh, honestly?
This could have been in the middle of the stablecoin bill they passed too yesterday. I don't know. Oh my God.
I was told not
literally
to
scrolling on TikTok.
I was told not to talk politics, and apparently it's a political statement to say do your fucking job. So
My God. Yeah, I guess. But it's funny, yeah, every single one, even the ones in the far back you can barely see, are all just messing around on their smartphones.
and someone's talking the whole time.
Yeah, someone's talking the whole time, yeah, about a
Even the guy right there.
I listened to this a few times.
Are they on TikTok?
And I could
or is
not
that a
figure
video
out what
call?
she was talking about. It was definitely about payments and some sort of return. It may have been a filibuster. I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was a filibuster. They were just like biding their time. But I don't know. I feel like this is probably pretty normal in the White House or in the Senate or Congress, whatever. Congress. Anyway.
I don't know.
So,
if you don't do your job, you should get fired. I'm sad that there's not a actual reliable way to fire these people. Regardless of party or anything, do your job.
Well, we vote them in, right? And the normies like certain names. This is how I always put it too, right? We have certain people running in the office with certain keywords or names in their slogan or whatever, and the normies just latch on to a certain thing and they just run with it. It's kind of a psychological science. And of course, we're going to get into the normie segment here soon. Let's see what else I can pick up here real quick. Oh, yeah, I thought that was pretty funny, too. I don't have time to go through all this stuff. Oh, yeah, Michael Saylor, he says, to Roaring Kitty, do you have Bitcoin? So he's shouting out, of course, the one who got the GameStop hype train started in the very beginning, Roaring Kitty. And I have not seen a response to that yet, but I thought that was kind of funny. Michael Saylor's poking the cat. He's poking the cat. Jasmine, guys, let's be real, CZ. You need Jasmine more than Jasmine needs Binance. Yes. That's all the Jasmine Binance FUD last week. What else we got here? Crypto czar David Sachs explains why the U.S. needs a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Okay. I think we're going to call this, guys, there's so much stuff on, of course, the real news on Twitter. There's more money printing, but not the central bank kind. The very, very illegal kind. Over in where is that? In Turkey. They shut down a big operation. But yeah, you could just go through with no problems. They stopped $7 million in counterfeit money. Okay. All right. And yeah, this goes full circle back to where we were yesterday with Michael Saylor tweeting out Roaring Kitties. His meme of looking at you, Bitcoin, when it was looking at you, GameStop. back in 2021. Crazy, guys, how the time flies. Time flies. All right, where are we at? So we're going to go through all the metrics real quick. Now that you've got a feel, right? You got a pretty good feel. I think stuff's happening, right? Slowly, right? Slowly but surely. You feeling a little better about the direction? Are you convinced yet that this is
I mean, I have no choice but to hold, so
Oh, God.
it's literally just a wait and see.
Oh, come on. All right. We'll go through the
But
metrics and
while
see
it's down, buy more.
Yes. I always love saying that. Well, that's what
It's
we're going
on
to do. We're going to
sale.
run through the metrics and see how you feel after that, too. Okay. All right. So we're going to go through the metrics. Of course, bringing you the heat map for free. I'm off my game, guys. I'm doing this last instead of first. Bringing the heat map for free, of course. Kimba, the White Snow Line, anime reference for those who know on my show. I'm not endorsed, yada yada yada. But yeah, don't pay for something you get for
Which
free.
one's the best crypto asset?
Oh my God.
What are you, stupid?
Thank you, Oscar. Yeah, we want to save our money and throw it more into crypto and not pay a subscription for something we don't really need. All right, so right now on the stream, we got about 10 minutes until 9 o'clock. The market is already starting to move. The Japanese Open has begun. I think they're 5 or 10 minutes before the opening bell in Japan right now. I don't think they're at 9:30 yet. And then, so they're already starting to move. Looks like right now we're punching through 87.2 into 87.3. We're looking at a wow! Look at this, guys. We're setting up an even thicker buy wall underneath where we are currently at. It's 85K. This was moved up from 82,000 from last night into about 85,000 today. A little higher, actually, maybe even 80, 85.5, 86. And then we're hitting a little bit thicker with a sell wall, but definitely not as big as our buy wall, coming in around 89K. So we're going to be range bound there for at least the time being until the end of the stream. We'll see where we are there. And then, of course, we'll get back to the charts real quick. And we can recap from yesterday. Yep.
So Juan wrote, "What's up, my boy? Do you like ZBAC? Did you see the card that came out today? What card?"
Yeah, they have a payments platform card, right? Through Visa or MasterCard?
I don't know. This is the first I've heard of it.
We could dive into
Which is
that.
funny because I own ZBAC, but I own some ZBAC.
All right, well, this is definitely in your alley. Thank you, Juan, for bringing this up.
We just got through the news and moved to metrics, and then he sent it in. I was trying to figure out a good time to stop you, but
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We can always go back to the metrics. All right. So ZBCN, let's bring up some news real quick and see if we can just get it to pop on up what he's talking about. See if there's anything new pertaining to this. But I do know that they have some cards. I didn't know there was a new card, though. Let's see. I don't see anything popping up on here. Awesome. Glad you guys own some. Yes! Yeah, we got bags, right? I think everyone in the chat, almost everyone I know in the chat, I think has a bag of ZBCN. MasterCard, I thought I was getting one today, but it was a good one-time load virtual card, says Jared in the chat. All right, so it was a MasterCard. That's pretty much all I use these days. ZBCN cards. I don't see any particular articles pertaining to this, but they do have it on their website, zbecnetwork on card.zbec.io. Zbec cards, freedom, privacy, and simplicity. Get your card today. Supporting Apple Pay and Google Pay apparently too. Fees waived. First 500 signups. There they are. ZBEC Silver, the ZBEC Carbon. So I think these are the ones we talked about last week, but now they officially went live, I think. Is that what you guys are saying? They just went live, the Carbon card? Wow. Yeah, the Carbon card's new. Okay, that's what you're pertaining to. Got it, guys. So yeah, reloadable, no transaction fees. Spend it in USD and up to $10,000 per day. Get the ZBEC Carbon card today. It sounds like I just did an ad placement. Oh God.
yeah, I feel like one of them works for the ZBAC development team. And is
it you? Did you secretly come on my show just?
No,
to
it's
freaking
not me,
shill ZBAC?
despite being called Mr. Z and such.
Exactly what I was.
You know me in person. This would have been the longest con.
The longest. Okay. Well, it happened anyway. I guess they got what they they want it out of us. Anyway, so with the
Z-back
freedom
marketing
isn't
team.
just a state of mind; it's a way of life. Wow, that's some strong words right there. But yeah, a lot of us, of course, are very, very bullish on Z-back. All right, so where were we? Where were we, guys? And are we staking it? I am not. I am not staking any of my coins until the bear market. I'll be back in that mode.
Same.
We're looking like 8 or 9 months from now, somewhere.
Although
around that
it's
time frame.
feeling like a bear market, we could totally. stake
Don't
it
you
right
do
now.
that?
Wait. Z-back just spiked.
Oh, as soon as we say that, Z-Bag pumps.
Z-back's pumping a little bit. It's up. It's up 14% in the last.
You guys are so funny.
It's up 11% in the last hour.
Oh Jesus, is it really?
Yeah, specifically since like 8:18 is when it started. 8:16.
All right, let's check out the Z-Bag.
Now it's pumping.
Whoa, you aren't kidding. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
big
no,
candle.
seriously.
I mean, we're looking at a smaller market cap, but still, that is a pretty big. Good morning, hello, sir, hello, nurse, hello, nurse. Jeez.
Come on, guys,
That's
reach
nice.
$1
Wow.
Z-back, and I will videotape me fighting Otaku on anything you want, literally anything.
What in the world? What the heck?
Get it to $1. Do it now.
I don't think Z-Bag's going to $1 this bull run. But anyway, pretty cool stuff. That's awesome. We got a breakout on Z-Bag. Well, almost a breakout. We got to go a little higher. But we're almost there. We're gonna go to about 11.6 for us to really break out and retest some of these other highs. Again, Z-Bag's pretty new platform, and we got a long way to go. When we got into Z-Bag, man, we saw this crazy potential breakout that could come back pretty soon. But yeah, we gotta, of course, bring our way, breaking through all of this. And right there, of course, takes us. I don't know where I get this, guys. My brain just sees things, and yeah, it does that. And boom, right there it is. We gotta get above what I just said, 11.7. Oh my God. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on with Z-Bag. So Bitcoin, right? Going back to Bitcoin, we predicted this last night. Just a quick recap before we go too crazy off the rails. This is gonna be a long stream, guys. it's almost 9 o'clock already. But yeah, we were predicting this last night, and yeah, of course, we're tired of winning. I already played that little spoof for you, right?
We're gonna win
Of course,
so much,
Senor-
you may even get tired of winning.
Yes, I'm tired of winning, Mr. Orange Man. And yeah, this is exactly what I said was going to happen, and it did. And we'll go through all the chaos magic here at the end of the stream once we get through all the metrics. But we predicted last night a bearish retest at 85.8, and then a rebound to at least our 87 level baseline target, but potentially even as high as bouncing off of the rest of this trend line here, which would take us up to about 90k, 89 yesterday, and about 90 tomorrow. This could still be in play, guys. Again, could still be swinging us upward. I'll clean this up and I'll show you guys where we're looking at the end of the live. But as of right now, it looks like we are getting underneath of this larger trend line, and that is probably not looking too good for tonight. But yeah, we'll see where we are at the end of our stream. Okay. Let's get back to the metrics real quick. It's been a crazy show, but I had to do that because I really wanted to test you on your sentiment. I wanted to see how your sentiment felt throughout the show, especially some of these things are kind of you're not following as closely as I am, obviously, every night because
Not
this is all I
really,
do.
no. No, so like I have a job.
Stop that! I had a
low
job
blow,
too.
I know. Well, not anymore.
Geez. Oh God! All right. Well, quick. Going back to the chat real quick, catching up with you guys. Juan says, "Awesome. Glad you guys own some Mastercard. Yes. Carbon card. Yes. We win. Are you guys staking? No. Yep. We already went over that. Okay. Yeah. LOL. You guys made a pump more. Yes. I guess we did. I mean, I did that free ad placement, so we did it.
And then
shout out to Crypto Future for showing it. Yeah. Yeah, Rob is amazing, guys. If you're not over there already, please check out Crypto Futures. The link is down below in my chat. I like to hang out with him and his community all the time. Greatest community out there, in my opinion. Humble guy. Of course, he's Canadian. He's my favorite Canadian. Although some other people will get mad at me if I say that, but he is.
Why does the number keep getting bigger every time I'm on?
Oh jeez. Oh, that's a good omen. Danny says LOL. Yes, in the chat. Let's get to it, guys. The current U.S. national debt sitting at 650 billion, getting ever so closer to our $36 trillion target, which will probably hit 38 trillion by the end of the year. Just saying, that's where we're headed. Doge savings is about up to 130 billion. I swear that was 150 billion yesterday. Their numbers keep jumping around all over the place. It will be higher soon once we estimate how much they're going to save with the Doge cutting education, Department of Education. Now, I did hear though that that's not going to be entirely taken off of the budget. I think some of that's going to get put onto or given to the states to resolve the Department of Education's duties. So I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on that, right? Well, that's what we do. Fear and greed index for the stock market sitting at 28 in fear. Still fear. Oh no. And then crypto guys, where are we at in crypto right now? Right now sitting in fear. If I refresh this before the live stream, we are now, we're almost back in neutral. Still sitting in fear at 44. Definitely a better place to be than the stonks. The Dixie's still kind of going up at 104.3. Again, this has been weird that the Dixie's been climbing with Bitcoin and other crypto assets. But soon we shall see this pull down with the money supply being printed to oblivion. And Bitcoin, of course, will go up instead in its place. All right. And then, speaking of ZBAC, it's down still 40% on the month. Guys, it's still one of the best projects to pick up right now. Actually, it really is right in front of you. 40% off against everything else right here I'm showing you on the month. I look at this every day because I like to buy more. I like to buy more, but still up 13% on the day, according to the chat in this particular carbon card that just got launched. That's more than likely the reason why. And then against all other crypto assets sitting in the top 100, this is what we're looking at on the day. Nothing too crazy, nothing too great. Some coins are up a decent amount, like Barachain. It's been a while since we talked about Barachain. It's up 10%. And then we've got Baker-DAO up 2.6%. Crow, Crypto.com, of course, partnering with Trump's family to issue out ETFs on Crypto.com. So, of course, if you guys like a crypto exchange token, I don't. But, yeah, it's there. Toncoin up about 8% today, too. Sui, 3.5, yada, yada, yada. You guys get the idea, right? We're consolidating. So, it's a little bit of chop. All right, moving on. We've got the Bitcoin market cap dominance inching ever so closer to 62% dominant. Bitcoin's not slowing down, and you know what that means? Altcoin season's gonna be canceled, right? Oh no, it's the end of days. We're never gonna get our run. No.
What are you, stupid?
No. It just means that we're yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm usually not used to someone saying anything after I run that one. Anyway, yeah, so 62% dominant right now. We just may not be able to use this as a key indicator for the bull run, right? Bitcoin may not slow down. When it starts to go sideways, I'd feel that's probably where the bull run's going to start. So when Bitcoin comes back down to hit maybe 60% or maybe even 55, 57, it doesn't have to be 50% dominance anymore. I feel like it's going to change. Everyone's after one token. True. The poem? Oh.
Yeah, the poem will come true.
Oh, yes, that's right. Guys, you remember that that prediction that went viral last week? Was it Josh Mandel's $84,000 bottom? Yeah, the poem may have come true. Oh god.
We're sitting at what, 87.7 or something like that?
84. It was 84K, and then after that, 340 more. Yeah, I forget or what his poem read, but yeah, that's the whole idea, right? Is that we're going to go from 84K to $380,000 more to 444. Some crazy rhyme or something like that. But he was very cryptic and didn't specifically say it, but had to come out later and outline his entire spiel. Anyway, so top 10 assets right now in our space. Anything big moving out? Nothing really changed. It looks like everything's still in the same lineup. Tron's still holding on to number 10. Chainlink at 11, Toncoin at 12, Avalanche at 13. Moving up, man. Avalanche is moving back up. Sui also coming up a couple points in market cap on the day. And then, of course, our honorable mention going out to Jasmine, coming back up from the trenches as low as 98. Almost got pushed out a few days ago after all the Binance FUD. Back up to 95 in market cap. So, watch out, guys. This coin's on sale, too. It's like 40% off. Come on, guys. It's a great, great pickup right now. Great pickup. All right. What else we got? What else we got? My God, I'm all over the place. My favorite, yes, this one I really want to show you tonight. My favorite metric, guys. How many Bitcoin are left on exchanges right now? We are digging ourselves into a hole. There aren't that many Bitcoin left, right? This is how many Bitcoin you can get. This is it. You got to reach in that bucket. There's a lot of glass in here. Not enough Bitcoin. And yeah, you got to get out what you can because there's only less than 2 million, well, not less than 2 million, less than 2.2 million. Last time we checked yesterday was record lows on the market. It was around 2.18 million. That's all it's left. 2.18 million for 8 billion people to, fight over. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? There's 60 million millionaires, 8 billion people, and there's only 2.18 Bitcoin remaining to purchase. And that's if you can convince anyone on the exchanges to purchase it. That's all that's left on the exchanges, guys. And if you look at just Coinbase alone, less than 750,000 Bitcoin. That's it. That's all that's there, guys. All right, moving on. Okay, BitcoinTreasuries.net. We're, of course, talking about the... did you hear about that? Michael Saylor bought enough Bitcoin now to be over 500,000 Bitcoin in his holdings.
Over 500,000 Bitcoin?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, for one company, that's a lot. Yeah, it's pretty insane, right? That's where
he's at. Did you say 500 million?
500,000. There's only 21 million Bitcoin. Yeah. So he has half a million Bitcoin just for one company. And then the BlackRock exchange, asset manager, right? BlackRock has 574,000 Bitcoin under their, holdings, right? Assets under management. So he has more than any other one company out there. And these, of course, this is not BlackRock's Bitcoin. It's how much they have under assets under management. So yep.
I mean, that's like what, over $40 billion or so in just in Bitcoin. 500. If you went to lowest estimate with like 500,000, I think it's like 43, 44 billion somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's insane. Oh my God, it's insane. So he's definitely going to be, Michael Saylor is definitely in the lead for possible first trillionaire.
Yeah, especially if it does hit that 444 mark.
Yeah. Or his $13 million target for Bitcoin in 2045, I forget. Anyway, moving on. Bitcoin Rainbow Chart currently sitting at buy zone, guys. Still be buying. Why are we even talking about this? Right? Why are we even talking about this?
Stupid?
We're not even in an accumulation zone. We're not even still cheap territory yet. That starts at $135,000 Bitcoin, which is right down the road. HODL territory starts at $187,000. Is this even still a bubble? Starts at 250 plus K. Yeah, we got this whole entire thing just started, guys. Just started. Top 10 assets in the world. Bitcoin still sitting number 8, right underneath Google. This changed, guys. What happened here? We shook something out. Bitcoin didn't move, did it? Yeah, it did. Apple moved up. That's what happened. Looks like we were just under silver, but we were still... Silver was 7 yesterday. What happened up here? Something else changed. I can't put my finger on it. Saudi Aramco was definitely under Bitcoin yesterday too. Huh. I must be losing my mind. But anyway, Bitcoin's still sitting at the 8th asset under the entire world. Only took 15 years to get here. Gold and silver, of course, have been around for thousands of years. Oh, it's a crazy world we live in, guys. That's crazy. But yeah, we're coming. We're coming for Google. We're coming for Amazon. We're coming for Nvidia. That's what happened. That's what happened. We didn't move at all. Silver just flipped Google. That's what happened. I was trying to figure out what happened. Yeah. Silver just flipped Google in market cap. So yeah, we're coming. We're gonna chase silver all the way up. We're gonna get, you know, blow through Google. We're gonna blow through Amazon and Nvidia. I don't know. That might be a little difficult. And Microsoft. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how far we go this bull run. Alrighty, there it is, guys. There it is. We did it. Now let's get into the normies. Let's get into the normies. So what's going on with the normies tonight? What are they googling? Let's refresh this. It's been a minute since I started this. They're looking up MLB. So what do they love, guys? The normies love three things. They love their sports, they love their celebrities, and they love their video games. Right? Let's see if we can see what's a little different today outside of the typical normie searches. Because yeah, it's typically sports. MLB, Tigers versus Dodgers, Phillies, Yankees, Barcelona, Alabama, football. Yes, Chris Brown Tour 2025. I'm assuming that's is that music? I don't know. Do you know who Chris Brown is?
Me? Yeah, he's a woman beater.
Oh no. God. Twins versus Ordinals, Astros, Cardinals, Red Sox. You got Lavonda. I don't know who those people are. Any of these games or anything. So Tomodachi Life. That's a game. I know that. Of course, I'm an otaku. That's why. Lakers versus Bulls. Tyler O'Neill. Mets versus Astros. Royals, Pirates, and more sports ball. Sports ball. All the sports ball tonight. Nothing following our space at all trending. That's sad. Normies don't even get a point tonight. Not even a golf clap tonight. And of course, just to see if the normies are paying attention to Bitcoin at all, in 7 day searches, it's still down pretty damn low. All right, moving on from that. Where are we going tonight, guys? Where are we going tonight? All right, looks like Bitcoin slowed down a little bit from its, Japanese market open. Looks like it's cooled off. It's now 9:12 p.m. in the United States, just after market open in Japan. Looks like they're selling off a little bit now, consolidating a little upward. But the bears seem to be taking the spot for at least the next 15 to 30 minutes. Okay, so with that there aside, let's get into, of course, our market predictions. Where are we going tonight? Because we're right almost every single night. I'm sick of being right. Can I just be wrong one night? Like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. But yeah, just a quick recap. We're going to delete, of course, everything else on this chart, clean it up, except for the one still in play. We called this last Friday. This, of course, was a joke, but it's still in play. And the Crypto Chaos gods still like it, so it remains on the board. This was our satirical Super Bowl prediction from Friday, from the weekend on. And I left it up there. And this is going on to take us all the way up to 120K. I don't know, man. It's there. Until it's invalidated, it's still there. Speaking of getting invalidated, we also have our parallel channel right here, which we've been tracking now for about 2 weeks. It's, of course, made a lot of points, almost breaking us out from it. But it keeps to still honor this, which tells me that once we hit the top of this at about 90K, we're gonna see some serious shit, and probably not in a good way. I'm gonna be honest. I think we're gonna probably get exhausted first, and then probably retest at least the center of this parallel channel. It's gonna happen tomorrow because tomorrow's Friday finally, right? Yep.
But there's not enough left on the exchanges.
There is
won't
not
that play
enough left up.
Won't that play an impact if people can't fulfill their orders?
Yes. You're absolutely right. It does impact everything, right? We got true scarcity, but it hasn't occurred yet because we still do have some of the over-the-counter desk Bitcoin still available. So that's the Bitcoin that's not accounted for in exchanges that some of these market makers like to go to, buy some of that so it doesn't affect what's happening on the market. And that's almost dried up. I mean, back in February, there was an estimated 140,000 Bitcoin remaining in that supply. I suspect that some of the miners have been adding to that over time, little by little, but it's probably at or under 100,000 Bitcoin. So by the end of the year, it's definitely gonna play. It's definitely gonna play out. But short term, right now, it's gonna kind of be a lagging effect. So we're gonna have to play these weird narratives for a little bit more. And you can see we're getting really tight in here too, which is actually kind of bullish. But let me clean up the chart real quick when we get into it. And of course, we got to do all of our things, or else it won't happen. It won't come true. Of course, if we invalidate all of our magic, our magic rituals won't come true if we don't acknowledge it. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to keep that one in effect. We're going to, of course, clean up the super bear target, which is always a fun one to do, too. And then get into it. All right, guys. So, anyone who's new to the chat tonight, whoa, who's new to the channel? Who's new to the channel? Let me know in the chat. But, yeah, I got, of course, the moon, guys, representing the... Where'd my show go? Oh, there it is. Jeez, looking for my camera. What is going on? I can't even see where I'm pointing to. But, yeah, bringing you... the chaos magic tonight, guys, representing the moon. We're using that as our idol. We're going to light the Bitcoin candle and get this going for our chaos magic prediction segment. We have lit the Bitcoin candle. We've got our altar, our crypto, of course, Crypto Otaku altar, which we do our seance, Chaos, and we begin the segment. And, oh yeah, no, I can't forget the most, yeah, we have to do a sacrifice. You can't have a ritual without a sacrifice. And of course, we're going to burn a little bit of a Benny. Not a full one tonight, of course, because we're not in the fire sale. But there it goes, guys. A Benny has been sacrificed. It has. We have done our deed. Okay, moving on. Letting that burn a little bit on the... Oh, man. Are you ready? Are you ready for this, Mr. Z?
I would prefer if you handed me those $100 bills and I would just invest them.
I mean, I'm not burning full
them
ones anymore. We're out of the fire sale. I mean, it's fine, right?
I guess.
Just taking a little bite out of Benny. He's fine. He's fine. Anyway, so where are we headed to tonight, guys? Well, what we do, of course, we bring out our ritual sticks, and I, of course, show you what how I've been tracking the charts for the years. My God, can I not grab these tonight? I guess not. I might have them locked. Let's get back here real quick. And our ritual sticks. Yeah, they're all there. Why can't I grab them all? They're easier to move. Oh, there we go. Let me grab two. I think the channel is preventing me from doing it. Really, I didn't want to move that. Yeah, the channel's doing it. Okay, anyway. So the parallel channel, we'll bring that back up real quick. But of course, what we do every single night is bring you the ritual. And the ritual begins by placing the sticks in place. So these are my ritual sticks, guys. And what do I mean by that? Well, they currently are marking this for you guys to understand my crazy mentality when it comes to these charts. But basically, if all these sticks represent is just the major timelines of volatility. I've been watching these charts now for about 6 years, almost 5 or 6 years, about 5 years. Yeah, if you look down here on the bottom where we got the volatility represented by volume, if you look at the key time frames, look at this. It's 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Of course, the market opens at 9 a.m. If you're in Eastern Standard Time, that happens on both sides of the world. Doesn't matter what 9 o'clock it is. Crazy, right? I know, it's nuts. And then of course 12 o'clock is the average lunchtime for both markets, and the 3 p.m. of course is the average exit or close for the markets. So pretty cool stuff, guys. We watch every single day. Another thing too, I like to also bring up, as around 3 p.m. I can just look at a chart and see it. I don't even need to know what time frame it is. But yeah, this little pump right here, boom. You know what this is? Probably the same thing right here too. No, that's the market open. That's actually pretty bullish. But anyway, this right here is the market settling the ETFs around 3 p.m. and that's how much they bought. That's how much they bought from all the lettuce hands that sold off the night prior, or the day prior, I guess. So yeah, the whole market sold off during the day, and then the ETFs buy it all back up. And where does that go? All that Bitcoin goes to Coinbase. Why? Because 90% of all the ETFs are settled on Coinbase. All right, guys. So I can rant all day about this, but anyway, that's what's going on with Bitcoin at the moment. What are we looking at for price? So that's what everyone wants to know in the short term. What's happening for Bitcoin price? Well, as I pointed out yesterday, we're probably going to touch the top of this channel. Let me put it back in place. We got it back here a little bit. It's only off a little bit there. Yeah, I think that's about where it was. I think it touched to the peaks. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this channel right here is going to be honored until it's not. It's not going to be. It gets invalidated right around 89 yesterday, 90K now. So tomorrow is going to be really crazy because we have the market. I don't think it's priced in the Well, I might have priced it in. This is what my thought process is. Options expire tomorrow for Bitcoin. What does that mean? That means that the shorts and the longs are about to get wrecked. More than likely, it's probably going to be the remaining of the longs and a majority of the shorts that are going to be placed in tonight in maybe a bet of that. Bitcoin's already been sold off. The past 2 months, Bitcoin's come down enough, I think, to probably invalidate this. We'll probably go down, kind of revisit, pop back up, and then probably go sideways. My guess would be, how far down do we go, though? That's the real question, which is why I brought up the Bitcoin hodl knife, which... Oh, there it is. I was looking for that damn thing. And what is this, guys? Well, if you're betting on the market dumping, when are you going to catch it, right? When are you going to catch that knife? Are you just going to keep buying it as it goes down? Is it going to go down forever? No, it's not going to go down forever. Come on. Of course it's not going to go down forever.
What are you, stupid?
But that's, of course, what we're pertaining to. When is that knife going to end? When is it going to fall? And are you going to catch it? Are you just going to let it, keep going through your hand? Jeez. Anyway, so where are we going? So with that being said, where are we headed? So tonight, of course, I think what's going to happen for our base target, I think we're probably going to hit, maybe go up a little bit, hit this previous point of resistance, which is very local, 87.7, roughly around there. This is our baseline target. So right out the gate, we're probably going to try to hit that right out the gate, go sideways, chop, and then sell off a little bit in the morning. Really boring market stuff for tomorrow. That's our base target. That looks terrible, but I'm going to leave it because we're running out of time. But anyway,
Speaking of which, I have to run.
What's that?
I got to run.
Oh, you got to run?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I appreciate you coming on tonight, Mr. Z.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
What's that?
I said no problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man.
I know it's the most polite I've ever been to you, but
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I do like your perspective though, because I mean, we don't talk enough about the young investors. It's usually all the old investors, right? So a lot of people don't get that kind of perspective, what the thought process is there. Because if we had enough young people in office, the world would be a better place. It'd be a different place for sure.
we would at least get more memes of vice presidents. Those are great.
Oh, God. All right. Well, have a good night, man. Thanks again for coming out. And, yeah, I'll have to have you on again soon.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely soon. Probably next week sometime. Thank you to Juan and the Unknown. Later, guys.
Danny?
No, the Unknown. They both said later.
Oh, the Unknown. Gotcha.
All right, man. I'll probably
All right.
see you sometime next month in person, but
Oh, wow. You're going to make your way out this way, huh?
yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, yeah, I'll see you when I see you.
All right, later, bud.
Later. All right. Well, before, I should probably catch up on the chat. I think I got you guys on here. Yeah, I still got a little bit to catch up with you guys. Ryan Miller says in the house, LOL, that's a lot. Michael Seller injects Bitcoin blockchain into his bloodstream and mines it himself. Oh my God, Ryan, that's insane. It's insane to picture in my mind. Braveheart McFreedom says, Otaku, you better invest that torn up fiat before it loses all its purchasing power. Off the grid? Yeah, off the grid, Paul. Oh, off the grid, Paul. How's it going, Paul? Yeah, we just talked about off the grid tonight too. But yeah, and I think your Discord notification action is going off. Oh yeah, sorry about that, Alexander. I've actually got him live on here from Discord for sure. Thank you, Mr. Z. Thank you, Mr. Z. Later, Mr. Z. Thank you, guys. And then we're waiting for the Bitcoin drip to 69K. Is that possible? Or 70K? Well, I'm about to show you guys that. Yeah, I'm going to show you what I think. Or more so, the chaos magic in me is thinking. Yeah, so that's my baseline target for tomorrow. I think is pretty boring. But what's going on, I think, overnight is probably going to be a little bit lackluster compared to what's going to happen tomorrow. And I hope, I don't know, I hope I'm wrong about this, but it's probably not going to be great. And it's going to take place more than likely at the end of tomorrow night. So We'll see. But anyway, what's going on right here? We're on the 15-minute. So we're going to be doing our bearish and our bullish predictions as well. Man, that is really, really sloppy on that baseline. I was in like the 1 or 2, the 1 or 4 hour on that chart when I drew that up. So yeah, what I'm looking at here is a Bitcoin baseline target around 12 o'clock, maybe hitting that 87.6. Rolling on over, maybe a retest, and then roll on down. Something like that for our baseline target for Bitcoin. And the market, of course, opens and we'll come up a little bit. I don't know how much. Well, of course, we'll have a little bit of recovery in the morning. So it's not going to be, it's going to be kind of boring tonight in the grand scheme of things. We could go as low as a retest of this structure below this. We can come back up and maybe not even get as high as a retest to that 87.8 or 87.7, and then kind of flash crash a little bit down to the 86 mark, bounce off of there and go sideways, rolling in a bit in the morning too. So that right there is a key market structure. We want to stay above 85. That's our new bottom. I've showed you guys that on the free. Don't pay for something you get for free. Kimba, right? The white snow lion, bringing you the heat map. Showing you right here that 85 is kind of our new bottom for the moment. There's a lot of buy pressure there. So that's what, of course, what we're looking at there. All right, so that's our bearish prediction tonight, our bearish target. And we can change that red. And then we're going to go into our bullish one, which I think is probably not going to happen, but we'll go over it anyway. And that would be probably a retest here, and then a potential breakout into at least 88, but as possibly as higher as to about, I'm gonna say right there, 88 is probably the most realistic. We're gonna hit and roll over in the morning, but we could go as high as 89. I just don't see it. All right, so that is our bullish target for tonight, and that's I guess. That's pretty much it, guys. Our super bear, of course, is going to send us down to Pound Town. And that is going to be the fire sale target of 74K. Chunking all the way down there to hit that and bounce, of course, right back up in a short-term time frame. All right, so with that out of the way, I'm going to talk about what I think is going to happen tomorrow. This is what I think is going to happen tonight, which again doesn't really affect the U.S. market. It doesn't even matter against the U.S. market because it's not the U.S. market trading it, and it's also not the time frame in which Bitcoin options expire, which I think is going to be around around 8 or no, it's even earlier than that. Let's see. I think it's Let's do a little digging, guys. Let's do a little digging. Options expire for Bitcoin March. What's tomorrow? The 28th, right? I haven't had this in my calendar forever. What time EST? About 4 p.m. UTC. That is what we got here. 4 p.m. on Friday UTC. Now, Universal Time, whatever it is, 4 p.m. UTC to EST. Of course, I'm in Eastern Standard Time, New Yorker time. It's about 12 p.m. tomorrow, which is, of course, peak trading hours for the day traders here in the United States. Gonna be crazy volatile, guys. Crazy volatile. So, I think what we could see, and I'm just gonna put a general target in here. It is possible that, guys, okay, I'm going to be very clear. It is possible, guys, that we are already sold off enough. We have so much potential positive spin on Bitcoin. So, like we've got, in crypto in general, right? Like everything's coming out. It's so bullish every single day. I don't see why we'd see a huge market sell-off in that direction, but the tariffs are still strangling the market. Oh, God. So what I think is going to happen is it could potentially send us down to our target, right? We're talking about the fire sale target. I would say realistically, we're probably looking at like a 80. where's the bottom of this channel? We have to invalidate this channel first, right? So it would send us down to this channel here. Let me clean this up. Send us down to this channel here first, which would be about 83K. If we can hold this line, right? If we can hold this line and work our way back up, then we don't have to go back down to the fire sale, right? If we go back down to the fire sale, that's where things get crazy. People start to lose faith, and you know, all sorts of weird stuff happens for Bitcoin. I don't personally think that's going to happen. I think if anything, we're probably going to see, of course, with all the current sentiment on Bitcoin, unless Trump says something dumb tomorrow, right? That could also happen too, to flip the market even further down. I'm looking at least an 82 or 83K by tomorrow mid-afternoon, somewhere around there. And then if that doesn't happen, yeah, we're going down to Pound Town by the end of the night. $73,000, $74,000 flash crash. But that could be short-lived, and then we could probably see a market buy up of that into the weekend, maybe by Sunday night. Of course, the markets go back open, and the foreign markets will buy up all this great dip, right? So that's in play for tomorrow. I wish I had a crystal ball, guys. I wish I could tell you where it's going to go. I really don't know, right? I really don't know. I have my my assumptions, right? My assumption is that we're going to remain bullish on crypto regardless of what the legacy market's looking at, and we're going to maintain these levels, and we'll probably have to look at revisiting this trend line at the bottom of this, this parallel channel. I mean, it's been pretty solid for this entire run up. So keep an eye on for that for tomorrow, guys. I don't want to stray anyone in the wrong direction. I know a lot of my show is for fun, right? We do this for fun. And I'm holding long-term regardless. This does nothing for me. I'm not trading any of this, right? So I just want to make that very clear. Not financial advice. It's all good fun. And I hope you guys have a great night, right? Juan also said before I leave, the Chaos Magic, that sounds cool. Yeah, it's pretty damn cool. And it seems to work every single night, right? I'm not going to lie, it's insane. That what we do here for fun actually happens every single night. Anyway, so have fun, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good Friday. We're going to have the weekend right around the corner. It's weekend eve or Friday eve. So have a good night. Have a drink. Spend some time with your buddies. And I will see you guys over at Crypto Futures. So, peace.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the agency informed the NASDAQ and the CBOE that BlackRock and Fidelity's proposals are insufficient.
We can make the dollar the most attractive currency by continuing to have the rule of law.
You always print money to do that.
I suppose it would diminish our status as the reserve currency.
Just shut up. There's no expectation of privacy above me in the sky.
So Bitcoin is the solution because you can buy Bitcoin right.
Well, these bears gotta be so mean, man. Like, God, like, just chill for one day. Just chill, really. Like, still have the market control everything. Anyway, guys, have a good night. I'll see you later. Peace.
Bet.